Man, just cause you pour syrup on shit don't make it pancakes, man. I told you about her, man. I gotta keep going back to it, man. Why? Because you got that snappy nappy dugout. The snappy nappy dugout? The snappy nappy dugout. Ah.
Welcome to the DAWN'S podcast. The kind of funny, almost serious, borderline interesting podcast. This is movie number
5.
Although we come to the end of the road.
Cha-cha-cha.
Number 5 it is, man. Juice, man. J.U. Ice, as we used to say, man. That's that J.U. Ice. That's Juice, man. This is another movie in 1992. It's another movie in 1992. Juice dropped. What was just 1992? We just talked about
Boomerang. We just did Boomerang.
Yeah, Boomerang, 1992.
Yeah.
Boom, right back with Juice. You know, Tupac Shakur. Let's talk about it. You know, Bishop. You know, the Juice.
Bishop.
Hey, Q. That's how you had to ring the bell. Wasn't no cell phones back there. You had to holler up, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Bishop, paid back Tupac Shakur. Also, Omar Epps in the movie. You know, that's my boy GQ. Mm-hmm. My boy, what was his name? Jermaine Hopkins. Yeah. That's my boy Steel. And if you want to Steel, it's Sam's. If y'all want to know who Steel is Sam's. You smoke crack, don't you? On the top of the roof on Lean On Me. Yeah. That's who Steel is right there, man. You want to jump off the roof. You know what I'm saying? And then I don't know. I forgot Raheem's name in real life.
His name is
Khalil Khan or something like that. Yeah, KK. You know, I'm gonna call him KK.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's just Juice to me it was one of my movies I picked, man. I just think it just all time just dope to me. Obviously because, you know, Tupac came out and just did a phenomenal job, took over the movie. But
yeah, it's about 4 friends. They take place in New York City,
that's what I'm about to say
right
now. In Harlem, you know what I'm saying? Like 4 of you got 4 friends just, you know, from 4 different households, 4 different pathways. You know, all of them had 4 different upbringings and all that, but they was crew. They had a crew.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And one of the reasons why Juice was so cold to me is before, you know, in their crew, they was just doing regular stuff like regular guys do. They hustle the game room, shoot some dice, try to, you know, sell some music or whatever, or try to, you know, finesse some girls for some dollars, you know. But it really wasn't not bang bang and shoot them up and stuff at that time. And Juice kind of showed what happened when your crew get one gun, a pistol. You know what I'm saying? And that's what, to me, the movie just showed how real it is. Because we see these guys as being older, but they was in high school and stuff, doing stuff kids do, ditch school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, normal things
ditch
that
school.
You might have done growing up as a kid.
That's it.
Yeah.
Ditch school,
and then all of
running
a
from the
sudden,
police, regular, because they trying to lock you up because you supposed to be in school, playing at the game room, you know what I'm saying, when you're not supposed to be at the pool hall, normal stuff. And then, you know, it kind of got turned up, you know, when, you know, they started wanting some money. Really, Raheem, you know, girl was kind of putting a lot of pressure on him. Raheem had a baby. You know, he was the first one to have a child. So,
but if you really think about it, it was when they saw their friend Monster. Wasn't it Monster that was sticking up the lounge?
Yeah,
so they were doing like little, like my brother said, little nickel and diamond stuff. And then what happened?
His name was Blizzard.
Blizzard. That's his name. They saw Blizzard sticking up the thing, and there was an argument with them about we should be doing that.
Yeah, but that wasn't. But that was Pac's idea. You remember what I'm saying? Remember after his girlfriend talked to him. Remember he went to them and was talking about he had to holler at Sweets and doing all that stuff. He was already Like, you remember what I'm saying? Like, he was getting the pressure the most. He was older than them. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as they started driving harder. He was sitting there talking. Even when Blizzard and that happened with that, it was mainly because they showed it in the movie. You know what I'm saying? No one else had no reason to get no paper in the movie. You know what I'm saying? Q was doing his little thing. When you could see how mad Raheem was when his girl got into the car with Special Late, he wasn't getting no paper. He wasn't getting no bread at all. The rest of them were just cool. What's his name never cared about no money. GQ. He cared about the sounds of the music. He just wanted to make his music be a DJ. They was kids. He lived with their mama. You know what I'm saying? Bishop just wanted juice. He didn't care about. He just wanted the juice. He wanted to be the rough and tough guy, and still was the follower. Like, you don't want to run with y'all. Raheem he had to get out the crib with his mama. His mama sister. I got to go to work today, Raheem. It was a working family. He knew to tussle. He knew to go to suites and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's funny that you say that, because I just really when I saw it in all these years, I always just thought that was a direct result of them seeing that
scared them, because you seen Omar Epps. It'd be 6 niggas dead instead of 1. You know what I'm saying? He was mad behind that shit. They died. That scared them. You know what I'm saying? He was saying maybe some fucking punks. You know what I'm saying? We running from DAWNE'S. That wasn't.
No, I know what they said.
You know what I'm saying?
I just figured that was the next.
Oh no, because remember that didn't come out like that. You know, it was really the next scene after you seen him mad again. His girl first, she had cussed him out before and walked away. The next scene you seen to his girl, she was putting off a special ed in that car. The next time you seen Raheem, he was in a black demo, you know what I'm saying? He wanted to meet with everybody. Hey, man, I want to meet with you, you know what I'm saying? Talk to you. Because he was upset, you know what I'm saying? But the same night, he had the red coat on at first when he met him and the thing. Like, I want to holler at you before you go to that thing, you know what I'm saying? But that was preceding the night that he had just seen his girl and his baby mama and stuff. It was time to graduate, dude.
That's an interesting take.
You know what I'm saying? Look, that's how I always view it. Dude, it's time to graduate, bro. You know, Bishop cared about juice, not no money. You know what I'm saying? A dude cared about the music. He had this stuff in there. I don't take money for me to make my stuff, scratches and stuff. You saw what he spent his money on the hustle. Dude had a baby. This is not enough, Raheem. He was getting pressure from his girl. You know what I'm saying? Then he actually seeing his girl ride off with a dude. So Raheem was the mastermind of it all. That he knew who they was gonna rob, Quillez. He knew everything that was gonna happen and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But Blizzard was just letting us know, like, yo, this what could, you know what I'm saying, go down to happen. And my thing, it let us know what Pac was on. It gave us more about Pac's identity.
Definitely, because the movie takes a dark turn.
Yeah.
And we're not going to say that, because it might be a lot of people who haven't seen Juice listening to this podcast. I mean,
yeah,
you never
we got
know.
to take that into consideration. Definitely, though,
you know
for sure.
What I mean? It's all type of generations.
Yeah,
like you just said, you just showed Dorian In Too Deep the other day,
sure.
Our little brother. Our baby brother had never
sure.
seen it, so
that's a big
know,
fact.
and that's a key part of the movie. But, you know, if you've seen Juice a million times like we have, you know what it is. You know, and so they had to stand up and be men.
Yeah.
Period.
Seriously.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like and not you know, and not what he wanted to do. You know, so the money was on who. Everybody always gave the money to Raheem. He spread, you know, he was the old head. He wasn't really, you didn't see him chasing and all the chases and stuff like that.
Yeah, because Tupac is trying to kill.
Yeah, Tupac is trying to kill
Omar Epps.
Yeah, because he
and still
Tupac trying to kill anything walking.
Yeah.
Okay, he started off with killing Old Man Quillez. Old Man Quillez was his first body.
Yeah.
Then he started off when he killed Raheem. After he killed Raheem, he killed DAWNE'S. You know what I'm saying? After he killed DAWNE'S, he shot up Steel, trying to kill Steel. That's what the movie was, just the juice, the adrenaline of having your name ringing. But all of them had juice in their own right. You know, understand what I'm saying? You see, it was just two, and that's why the 2 stars was like, in my opinion, you know, Omar Epps and Q. They were like the polarizing stars of it. It's basically letting you know, man, you can want the juice or you can create your own juice. You know what I'm saying? Q had a talent that he knew that he can get his name DJ GQ, and he had something going for himself. And that's how he was going to create his juice, to the point where he didn't see the point in robbing and the point in doing certain things, because he knew he had an outlet. And when you look at all of them at force, it's just letting me know some of guys that got outlets in the world sometimes fall victim to their friends, because Q had an outlet. He knew he had an outlet, but what if your 3 friends don't have an outlet? This guy want juice. This guy got pressured by his mama, but you know you got an outlet, but this all you gonna hang with every day. Some of them problems, they got in the murder charge fast. But Q Ben knew, my alibi is being on stage with 5 Freddy and Queen Latifah. This was gonna happen whether we robbed them or not. This is my life, my outlet. So it shows you juice take you down so many different roads, and that's why GQ was standing strong at the end of the thing. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, because You know, he really had all the juice. If you look at the game, he was the one dating the nurse that was like 22 years old or something. You know, he had the juice. He
was his own man.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I liked about it. You know,
exactly. And Pac wasn't. Pac was just Pac. You know what I'm saying? Bishop. But the role was
he wanted people to follow him.
Pac wanted to be feared. Period.
Which is the same thing.
That's it. He wanted to be feared, man. You know what I'm saying? You want folks to fear you. That's when you want folks to walk out the way. You know what I'm saying? For real. People who want to be feared, want to stand alone. Y'all go over there. When I call you over here, you come over here. Pac wanted to stand alone because standing around people. Well, in that movie, Bishop, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. He just wasn't like that. He really didn't have too much talent. I saw him as
like he wanted to make the decisions for the group.
He was tougher than them. He was a killer in his own right. Y'all nice guys. I'm willing to kill. Y'all ain't. And if we in this game in the streets robbing and stuff, one of us got to take off. That was his story. It's someone like that at all. He wasn't trying to be that. That's who he really was. Like,
you know what? But
I'm just saying. Let me finish my point. I'm just saying like how I view it. You know what I'm saying? Like in the thing, like y'all are my friends, but just like Q was graduating, a lot of things was getting boring to him. Like Raheem was graduating, dude. I'm tired of going to fucking doing goddamn mom and pop thing. I be trying to graduate to killing. That was I'm not killing Robin. That was Raheem. Pac like, well, let's take it one further. Y'all not getting rostered. They respect Raheem. I'm out here. You know what I'm saying? This is my life. I ain't got no. He just was out there. So to the point where he knew in order for me to get my name out here, I got to drop a body. You know what I'm saying?
Now, see, I looked at it. I didn't know that. I didn't look at it in that way. I looked at it when they showed his father, you know, sitting in front of the television, talking about Tupac Bishop. His father in front of the television, and he looked kind of stoic, like he was looking, you know, just...
He had dementia.
You know... Oh, I didn't know he had dementia, but I knew that he had some sort of mental disability, and it just looked like a depressing sort of
makes
scene.
You angry.
And it also, to me, alluded to Tupac. I looked at in that movie as crazy. Like, I think they even referenced him as crazy. So it's just like...
He said, I don't give a fuck.
When you are somebody like a Q who has a talent, usually those are intelligent people. And usually when you have people that just have common goddamn sense, it's like we robbing the store. We had no reason to take anything to the next level. Man. And it's just like, it's not about him necessarily being tougher than everybody. It's just like sane people can't understand insanity.
That's what I mean. Not so matter just being tougher than them. Just like he's different. He's off. Like not so much tough. Like he's off. Like it's not so. And it's not so much like saying that's how insanity trumps toughness, because someone who insane will walk up on someone who's 7 foot and they shouldn't because they insane. Go crazy on you. Like, bro, you about to get pounded. But that insanity will make him think, you know what I'm saying? Like, why did you go, I'm going to do temporary insanity. I wasn't in my right mind. That's what it means. I wasn't in my right mind. I thought I could take over the world. Like, you know, you was insane that day. That was Shaq. You see what I'm saying? So, like, that's what I mean when I said I didn't mean so much tough. Like, that was his rank. Like, I don't think, like, he was trying to, like, be nobody else. That's who he was. That's my point with saying that. Like, I don't think he was trying to be nobody else. I think he was crazy. You know what I'm saying?
He really
if he would have hung with other people, he would have been more crazy. But guess what? I had to hang with the cool guys. Still, you really ain't no shit. And Raheem is a real cool ass smooth dude, so he kind of took on them. When it was time to take on Bishop, he like, I just killed them. Y'all want to see how much money we got? Like, hell no. I want to go home to my mama, bro. No, I don't want to see how much money we got. Why you acting like it's nothing? Man, you saw him. He shouldn't have moved. He trying to find reason with this. He ain't even being tough. He really trying to tell them like, why, like, this is... Okay, fine. Like, he like, yo, why y'all ain't riding with this right now? He like, Bishop, you crazy now, bro. We learning you. We all young. 60, we learning you. Yeah. You a fool. Like you said, you insane. We could tell your daddy off. Something wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got nobody waking you up in the morning telling you to go to school like Q. You ain't got no...
And that's not talked about a lot, too. I mean, nowadays people are trying to talk about mental illness, but that is not talked about a lot. Like, a lot of people just are a little off. Yeah. And it's not toughness. It's like, no, something is wrong with you.
You off. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying that's what... That toughness, to me, is learned and taught. You're not born like that. Some people got to be in situations to make you tough. You just can say, I'm a tough guy. What makes you tough? Because you think you tough? You know what I'm saying? You have to be in situations. You can say, I'm not scared and I'm willing, but you just can't say, oh, I know I'm tough. Why? You will get your ass beat. How you know you tough unless you really been in it? But that's why, because you say, that's a real tough thing. Tough means I've been through. That's some tough, that was cooked too long. You know, some tough food. It been through something to become tough. You know what I'm saying? So that was like a poor word, you know what I'm saying, on that side. But like, You know what I'm saying? I just really think that's where it stems from. Like, insane people are able to get a tough exterior and be able to seem tougher because they willing to go the extra mile and do something without, like, that's crazy. Like, dude, and it'd be, like I said, disguised as being tough, like you said, but it'd be insanity. But at the end of the day, a lot of tough guys is crazy. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of tough guys ain't, but it comes from experience, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know I'm tougher than you, Jude. Them be some crazy motherfuckers, like in jail.
I don't know. I feel like you born like how you born.
No, I'm just saying, like
even with him, I feel like that's genetic.
No, I know what you're saying, but
like
I'm saying, like, what you
said.
said. No, I'm just saying, like, in the word, like, I'm just, no, not crazy, and sometimes on the word tough, like, you just can't grow up. You just can't say you tough. Like, I'm a tough person. That's arrogant. You're like, tough has to be gone. You have to go through stuff to say, well, why are you tough? Because I said I am. Tough is like, you know what I'm saying? I've been through this. I went through this. Oh, damn, you is a tough motherfucker, bro. You have to go through something to just say you tough. That's what I was saying, like, and by him going through that, I wasn't saying, like, just being tough like that. He had a tough life, you know what I'm saying? All of them was from the bottom, but you know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't have a mama waking him up. You know what I'm saying? And the scenes that we seen, not just off what I'm going off of. Q mama woke him up. Hey, Q, time to go to work. Someone cared. Raheem's sister, someone cared. When Raheem dad, his mama and family was in there crying. Still, boy, you better get up out of here. Hey, boy, you forgot your books. That's the mama. Somebody cared.
And then
Bishop was just silent.
Yeah. Well, his grandma was in the kitchen, and that was telling
even
too,
more.
Because where's your mom?
Come on,
his
man.
Dad looked like something was wrong.
So when
with
you
him,
look and really
you know?
dive up into that, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh yeah, this nigga, his friends, this is his life. The juice. He has to have the juice.
Yeah.
To be known. You know what I'm saying?
He just want to be loved.
And there it is. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I got from Juice. And it was just dope, man. Shout out to Samuel L. Jackson. I forgot old girl name in Vogue, but she was in it too.
Yeah,
you know what I'm Cindy from In Vogue, man.
Cindy,
she was in there.
Name.
Queen Latifah, Five Fred Fatty, my man Flex. Yeah. I am Flex.
Yeah.
Flex Alexander was up in there, man. You know, so Juice is just to me.
Yes.
Omar
Epps. Yep. Omar Epps and and the funny thing is a fun fact for that movie is Omar Epps and Marlon Wayans are best friends.
Yeah, they friends. They went to schools and stuff together. They friends. They really best friends. They tight.
Yeah,
they
and
tight.
I want to say Tupac was just like hanging out with them and walked up on the role. It wasn't even like something that
Tupac went out for the role. Marlon Wayans went out for the role too. You know what I'm saying? He went out for a role in Juice too, and then Tupac did it. You know what I'm saying? He was just saying that about that, like Marlon Wayans, Tupac, Bishop. Everybody wanted Bishop Roy at one point in time, but I know Tupac tried out for Marlon Wayans tried out for Q, and then Omar Epps did try out for Bishop, and then dude got she gonna knock it in. So yeah, that is another good fun fact right there, man.
Yeah.
You know, and then just like this, like you were just saying, and you know, just one of the craziest parts of the movie where I don't think people really know, and it's chilling, you know. So even though Juice is crazy, when Tupac go to Raheem's funeral and end that with the mama, that's a big part, you know what I'm saying? A lot of folks don't know that, man. These are 4 young boys and stuff, and when you look at the movie differently and stuff, because not everybody, but it just take you that people know people that go to folks' funeral, and it's just crazy how it be. But like to see that, like, wow, that'll never happen, you know, because the chilling thing that you get, he hugged his mama after he killed. Oh my God.
What song is that Jay-Z referenced that
on
to?
The real, I already know.
That's on 444.
Yeah.
Their eyes don't lie.
You know. I know exactly what you're talking about. So that is.
Come on. Where your Jay-Z line at?
Well,
I expect you to come right on the line. All jigger.
I forgot it right there. I didn't forget it. I was about to get back on the.
Rusty.
I just got a computer right now. I could do that right now, man. I just seen friends hugs other friends' mother. I can go to it. I just didn't want to. Listen, so come on, Jigger. I be under pressure, man. This brain is a computer, okay? But I'm telling you, man. But just to say, like in '92, man, having it come out, and then another part of the movie, folks don't even look at the DJ. You know what I'm saying? That part of it was cold, man. When you go back and see, that was one part of the movie. You know what I'm saying? The DJing. You know what I'm saying? Having the DJ booth. You know what I'm saying? Making sure the DJ booth and everything, because scratching, and right now, that is the thing that everyone is doing right now. You know what I'm saying? So that just lets you know, like, it's 18 years later since 1992, and that is exact. I hope I did that math right, because, you know, I'll be slow. You know what I'm saying? 20 years. Yeah, it's about 22 years. 28. I said 18.
I ain't saying shit.
You're right.
Because on episode 1, I caught your live edit shit on the listen back.
What I say?
You got live edits in this motherfucker. I was like, damn, I didn't even catch that at the time.
But I forgot what it is. But you gotta think, right now you got so many kids out here with turntables and doing all that, and that was one of the things of the movie. Like, you know what I'm saying? The biggest
for
deal.
real.
No, they really made it their point. Eric B and Rakim did the whole soundtrack, you know what I'm saying? Don't sweat the technique. That Juice soundtrack was crazy anyway. Remember Pac went and got him some turntables, and he was had some everyone wanted turntables, you know what I mean?
I wanted to be at that party.
Come on, dog.
Yeah.
So you see all the movies like and that was a big deal talked about, like, man, no, B Street turntables, everyone always know that Juice turntable scene was better. You know, we ain't even gonna talk about a house party and stuff, how they were doing in there, but that turntable scene was so epic. And I know I sound a little older, but that was something that was happening. Like, man, to have him going up against DJ Pooh and so many more people up in there doing it, and just scratching was just something to do back then. Like, people had records. If we got records, I wish y'all could see that. Y'all didn't see that people scratching was a thing back then, man. And to have DJ Kid Capri, to have 5 Freddy and Queen Latifah, and to have him doing all that scratching and mixing, just to have that in the movie, it embodied the culture. That's why these are some of our movies, because it's the culture, man. You can't get away from hip hop. Yeah. That was the beginning of hip hop, and not the beginning, but in per se, like, hip hop just wasn't taken over the way it has now, and it just lets you know that 18 years later, we got kids right now. My nephew was in here last week with his turntables. You know what I'm saying? So you letting you know that. You know that the turntable stuff. You know, it's saying it goes through the test of time. You know what I'm saying? If you're in my 18 years later, you still got kids doing turntables, man. I just think that was kind of dope.
Yeah, you got DJs putting out whole albums now.
On turntables.
Back then, they didn't do that. You know.
So that was kind of cool, man. I just think that, and it's just hip hop. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that whole movie was hip hop. For real. You know,
for sure. From the Timberlands to everything.
Oh, yeah, everything.
You got to think, EPMD got robbed inside of that. Blizzard robbed EPMD. You know, Eric Sermon, you know what I'm saying, and Parrish Smith. He robbed them. Them were some of the folks that he robbed inside of the bar. Hurry up, because you look good. But 2 people at the bar was EPMD. You know, you had, like I said, Special Ed was dealing with Raheem's girl. That was who was in the car. So they had these subtle things.
And this was a big thing because Juice came out in 1992, so it was coming right off of like the 80s era.
Yes.
So to be seeing Special Ed or Eric Sermon in a movie like that,
Pac
it wasn't a throwback.
It was
like
bigger
a big
than Pac
deal.
at that time.
Yeah.
Pac wasn't Pac yet.
Yeah.
That movie helped catapult Pac. You know, like you said, Eric B and Eric B and Special Ed at that time was holding down hip hop, you know, for that, especially for that coast.
And I also feel like Juice, just now that we talking about it, kind of like was one of the last movies to pay homage to, you know, even though we do it as a throwback now, but like we were moving into like the Jay-Z's and the Biggies by 92. So, you know, it kind of paid homage to what you're talking about. Like, obviously you saying that it did, but I'm saying that was like one of the last where it was like they weren't throwing back. It was just like current, like you
it's
were
what
happy
it was.
to see them.
It was there. It was there. It wasn't marginalized yet.
Yeah.
It wasn't put out. It was raw. You know what I'm saying? It was raw. You got Tupac on set saying, hey, when you look at the behind the scenes, check out the behind the scenes of Juice on some of these YouTubes after y'all watch this. You can have Pac giving his, don't say it like that. Don't do it like that. That input helps out, you know what I'm saying? Because, and you got to think, that's not just Tupac saying that, that's a godfather of hip hop. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Omar Epps has been around hip hop like that. You got Queen Latifah giving her input, and Kid Capri. Mm-hmm. A lot of these people that gave input to that movie are some of our, you know, governing bodies of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? But that's when they was in their prime and still young. So when you say it like that, it's gonna bleed out to the screen. Like how you say, I think it's safe to say that ain't no hip hop movie ever gonna beat Beat Street. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I think it's safe to say that, like, just pure hip hop, everything it embodies from the, you know what I mean? So when you, I don't think you post. I think that, and this is my opinion by you just saying that, I think that Juice looks like it was set in a Beach Street setting, even though the movies was polar opposite. It don't take away from that graffiti, that dirty newspaper flying around on the ground. You know what I'm saying? Just that gritty look. And I think that's what you mean.
That's
like,
true.
I don't think that's what you mean, because that's hip hop. That's us from the streets. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Walking down the streets, rapping with your guys.
Right.
Boom, 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 boom. Everything wasn't just one scene. You didn't see nobody say, damn, I need some gold watches. I need some chains. It wasn't about that in the movie. It was like really showing guys hanging.
Going back to your class, going back to your friend's house.
That's what I mean, man. And that's
gotta get it right,
that,
buddy.
Oh my God, we can't leave out Steel up in there, boy. Gotta get it right, buddy. Man, Ed Bacon, what's say ham is hot sauce, man. Making this all the time.
Yeah,
I'm telling you,
they supposed to be in school.
Steel's kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Steel in there getting it in, man.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that was the end of to me, from what I remember coming out and seeing as far as movies that were in line with the times. Yeah. But it was still that old school hip hop feel.
I know what you mean.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. We couldn't it's not like we could say that's 92.
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying? They could have said that was like, well, we could have said that was it
we
wasn't.
wouldn't have been. We were like, oh, when did this come out? Exactly. We hadn't all the way transitioned. We were still like finding
that
ourselves.
Created things.
Yeah, exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So we hadn't seen though that culture, like the high boot Timberlands that Tupac was wearing. People like, what are those? Those were the 16-inch boots. So I remember that, just seeing folks wearing the Tupac boots. I'm like, why y'all calling them Tupac boots? Because they was the high Timberlands. So I remember like growing up young, watching folks wearing the two, and it was like the Pac boots. Now it was Jodie's boots and Pac boots. It was because Timberland had, like I got on right now, the 12 inches, then they got the 16 inch, the big ones. Pac had them on the whole thing. So I'm not noticing that, but the dudes older than me is, so I'm just seeing like, dang, that's dope. So when I got older, when I called them, I ain't called them duck boots as they name. I called them Pac boots. Like, I'm gonna grab me some Pac boots, you know what I'm saying? Because that's just off that scene when he walking, it's like them boots look hard as hell and that. But people wasn't wearing that on every coast, you know what I'm saying? Or everything. That added something to it. Or just like seeing GQ, like, you know how many people went and got a record player? Like that was something they did in Harlem. People forget that a lot of folks say this hip hop started in New York. A lot of people forget that. So the variations of the different movies we didn't get from New York then spawned people in Wyoming, Chicago, everywhere. This is not happening everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So when you know Grandmaster Flash and all these people, that's what these people are mimicking. So when you see a New York movie, it's back in them days, they want to do their due diligence of putting hip hop in the movie. And I'm glad you brought that point up, because Juice falls in line with that. You know what I'm saying? Like that last thing before it got to just being the cars and the chains and all that. Juice epitomized like that. Even I know what you mean, not just with the music, but that too, like the music of the soundtrack, just the feel of the movie.
Right.
Was hip hop. You know what I'm saying? It was
right.
us.
It wasn't overt.
It was not.
It's just it was them living their lives.
It was that, and
it was in tune with the time.
And it was going to be able to be, and it spawned. You know what I'm saying? For real, it became some people start mimicking that. A lot of folks don't mimic movies. They watch them, they leave it. They watch them, they leave it. Yeah. Folks mimic. I remember
you just heard us have a 10-minute discussion off of the mental health
of Pac.
So that means he played the hell out of that
role. You know what I'm saying? For real. And that was real. And some people were like, damn, someone might hear this and have some empathy for Pac now. Like, they probably thought he was some psycho killer in the movie. But thinking like, damn, I didn't even look at it like that. All them had families and stuff. This man go to the crib and probably get talked to 3 times a day. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Looking for attention. People who don't get attention search for attention. Bad as hell. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So they ain't used to the attention, so they want it. So you look at it differently. So, man, and that's how you look at Juice. When we watch the movies, man, we watch it, but there's a lot of things going on inside these movies, man. And mental health, we seen that mental health part with Pac. You see the pressures of being with your friends. You know, this guy could be one of the best DJs out here, like Kid Capri or DJ Jazzy Jeff. He has a real nice mom doing her thing. She talking about going to a nice school and stuff. She got different outlets for her son in her brain, but he captivated by his friends. You know, he can't do that. Then you got Raheem, young cat, probably got a lot of game to do with himself, got a mom and stuff. He get caught with a baby early. Then you just got Steel. You know what I'm saying? So this movie can take over 4 different young men at one time. The guy who want to just hang around, who shouldn't be around, you got shot still. You know what I'm saying? The guy that was the leader, but still around the shorties a little bit, but I need y'all to work. I mean, the way I look at it, you know what I'm saying? So you could look at this movie, and it's going to be something a young man or a man could take from this movie, and you watch this movie, if you ain't already seen it, or when you do watch it and go back and check it out, like, damn, these were 4 separate individuals completely that really didn't have nothing in common but each other. That's it. They didn't have nothing in common but each other.
They were just friends.
And sometimes you got to understand, your friends are your barometers and who you stay around. After you move around from people and ain't around them no more, we got to find, like, you can't say someone your friend because they live next door to you your whole life. That's because that was all geographical.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Who to say what? That's geographical. You know you got a team when you go out in the world and shit. But so that's what I'm saying. These guys was friends, but maybe they wasn't. They were just around each other every single day. They had polar, different, opposite ideologies. But they kicked it because they was crew. Steele was scary. Bishop was kind of insane. Dude, Q saw himself on a whole different plane, and you know, so but together they was tight, and that's your friends. But hey, man, just let you know, man. Pretty soon, if you with your guys right now, stay down with your man. But you watch the movie Juice, you're gonna break off. Don't be afraid to be who you gonna be when you was gonna be it. Point blank. Period. A lot of folks were telling me when I wasn't hooping, dude, you should come back to school if you ain't hooping. What you in school for? And they found out later. But it looked stupid for me to be in school if I wasn't playing ball. From my best of friends to my worst of friend, why are you in school if you ain't hooping, dude? It would have been bad advice, you know what I'm saying? I know who I am. I chose my own path. I did what I did. And that's kind of how I look at what GQ did, you know what I'm saying? Chose his own path. I could have wanted to go hang with them and thought what they thought. I don't ask nobody nothing about, look, I know what's best for me, but it didn't make sense. Why are you in school, bro? Getting all them loans and stuff and you ain't hooping. I knew what I was going to do. I had a plan, and it worked out. You know what I'm saying? So just for anybody out there letting you know, man, your friends can have something for you and want you to do something, and they can have all the stuff they want you to do. GQ knew what he wanted to do, and that's why through it all, he was the only survivor in the movie. Besides, Steele, but hey, he's surviving with trauma. He's surviving with trauma, man. Okay, he survived, but he took a couple hours. He might wake up a little scared a couple days. You know what I'm saying?
Q had his girlfriend, the nurse, calling him, telling him
that
Steele was in the emergency room.
For real, like, yo. So you know what I mean? So I always remember who come out on top, man. So yeah, man, that was perfect, man. I like this.
It was. That was fun. Really quick, before we go, let's do honorary mentions.
For sure.
Okay.
Definitely.
Let's do,
I had Godfather 2 as one of mine for sure.
Yeah.
You did.
I definitely would have put Overboard in there. Overboard is my movie. I could watch that a million times.
I wish he was out here right now because I told him when we watched the remake, like, half the movies I know, I never controlled the TV in my house.
Yes.
So when you think that I know movies and everyone say Mike know movies, when did I ever put a tape in anything? Until I got like 13, 14. I didn't control the VCI at all. So all the movies I know was coming off of them. Like, I don't watch movies. Like, so I don't have no control in the crib. VCI, I know all the movies I ain't supposed to know. How you think I want Women's and Brewster Place? How many of my friends right now going to be like, what the hell is that, bro? I know it. And it wouldn't even come on cable. It was a damn Channel 7 movie.
It was on TV.
That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say. There's no way it's
not. It was a series over a week.
I'll never forget. That's why I don't play with scissors. And that little boy got killed. I mean, he got shot trying to hit that damn... Things like that I don't forget, man. Okay.
Oh my God, your memory.
And then he sprayed himself with the ammonia and underneath the cabinet. All that happened. Remember he was playing with the ammonia?
I ain't seen
and
that
sprayed
in so long.
But remember he had cut that thing to the.
I remember him putting his
hand.
He put the was it the hand?
No, he was trying to cut the wire. The wire that
was the baby.
The baby. Oh, he put his hand on the socket, on the electric socket. Yeah, that messed me up for life. Like, oh. I was so sure when I was saying.
Still Magnolias too. That's another movie for me.
Money Talks is in there for me for sure.
Yeah.
I had Money Talks in there for sure. You know what I'm saying?
Harlem Nights. That's a sleeper.
I definitely had that.
That's a good one. Yeah. I forget about that sometimes.
And then, because I think to this day that Money Talks was Chris Tucker's favorite role, even over Smokey and all that. Smokey was good. The movie was cool, but Franklin Hatchet is a goddamn fool. Okay, Franklin Hatchet. All right. I can't wait to start off one of the show. He coming season 2. We gonna wait.
Wasn't that the bomb in the building?
Oh yeah, my bad. How can I knew I wasn't gonna get away from it. Yeah, Franklin Hatchet. Boom. He already is in season 1. I can't. That's my favorite Chris Tucker movie of all time, man. But I do know that I love Friday more. But Chris Tucker, if you had to ask me a character, I put Franklin Hatchet up against all the Rush Hour with Smokey. I'm talking about that man say, Franklin, where's my money? What money? Oh, the money. Nigga, you know you owe this dude all this money. He go, that little stuff like that, man. He said, hey, Franklin, what's the money you owe me? What money?
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about the money. The money. Man, I'm going to pay me. Somebody stole my goddamn phone. You believe that shit? So I just thought that was a good role for him. So, yeah, that one and Departed, man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The Departed is a movie that I can sit back and watch all day, all long. And then, to be honest, Belly is... only reason why I don't watch Belly because I don't got to. I can say it all day. I can say Belly. True story before we get up out of here. Belly, everybody know how much Belly my favorite movie. This is how I know I'm a fool with it. I forgot that it was poem day in English with this teacher at Julian named Miss Rogers. A lot of folks was in my class. This is one of the reasons why I'm Michael and I was a freshman. And we had to get up. I was so goddamn nervous. Like, oh my gosh, like, are you ready to say your poem? It was like a real poem. I'm hearing Langston Hughes. I'm hearing whoever poem. And you know, I got up there, and this is a true story, man. I'll drop there right now. I get up there in front of everybody in Miss Rogers' class, and I close my thing. I say, this is Tommy's theme. And I let her know that it was from a poet that I had knew or whatever. She didn't even care about that. You know, it's Julian. Like, long as you, a lot of folks like, I ain't got mine. I ain't getting up. So I could have said that. I still got up, but I didn't know what I was going to do, nephew. I go in there. I sold my soul to the devil. Price was cheap, but it was cold on this level, twice as deep. It was 2 o'clock and I'm about to hit the street. If I knock off this ride, I'm good to eat. That's the only reason why I hustle. Step on toes, strong arm, sore little muscle. Ain't no real though. That's why sometimes brothers feel so frustrated. They hate it. See all these fake dudes that made it. Man, I'm robbing dudes just as broke as myself. Messing with girls ain't good for nobody's health. As the wealth, out in Chi-Town, it ain't my grind. And do it for the dollar. I said, forget it. You know me. I'm Tommy Brown. That's Tommy's thing.
I'm gone.
She was like, that was so good. Everybody in the class was like,
crying. They are crying.
I got an A. True story, man. I dropped dead right now. Miss Rogers and Julian Jack. I can ask anybody. Dr. Tisdale. Everyone talk about them when I see them because they like this food. You know what this food did? It's a story that always get talked about. That Trump. I did a lot of things at my high school. If people was in that class, because the whole school heard about it, but folks was in that class be like, I could not believe. And you got to think, I can see if I did it as a senior. You know what I'm saying? Because people know Mike Lennon the fool. This is my freshman year. Like, folks don't know me. You know what I'm saying? Like, the summer, I think it was summer school of freshman year. Folks don't even know me like that. Like, it's not like I'm Mike Lennon. Wow, this is just me being me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not about to not be ready. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm about to just do it. And it turned out. So, as a sophomore, they was like, they're going to do it. It became, they're going to do it right there. Girl, he did. Belly and Miss Rogers, like a real movie, girl. It was like a big deal because folks was like, I ain't got it, or at least do something. I was like, been winging it, and she gave me an A because it was like, that was good. Of course it was. A platinum artist made it. You know, so on that note, man, you know, y'all watch Friday at school. This is the same. I went to the same school that also, for a note, let my sister watch Friday as a damn movie day on bootleg.
This is a fact.
We are from the same ilk.
This is a fact.
So yeah, man, I want to appreciate y'all for doing this, man. I mean, for just tuning in and everything. And always remember, last but not least, for real, man, wash your goddamn hands, okay? Please.
Yes.
Do. All right, check us out. Season 2 on the way.